Coastal Living. Spring is officially upon us, and I don't know about you, but I'm dying to get my hands on some spring cleaning, y'all. I'll have some spare time here in the near future. So let's get into it. There's a company called Coastal Cleaning that can take care of that for you, especially in a corporate or industrial setting, which is very, very cool. We're also going to encourage you guys to take all of those things that you collect and drop them off at the purple door. All of that's going to go to a great cause. So we've got a lot to talk about in regards to spring cleaning, and then of course you want to make sure you're in tip-top shape with your eyes nice and healthy. So we're going to go to La Palmera and visit our friends at Dr. McIntyre, Garza, Avila, and Jurica to make sure you're on top of that. Thank you for joining us. It's Coastal Living. If your business is in need of a deep clean, you certainly want to leave it to the professionals, and some people are going to go above and beyond, take those extra measures, and have that extra equipment you need to get the job done right. So today I have Miss Alana here with Coastal Cleaning, and we're going to talk a little bit about the services they offer and how they can help your business. We all want to put our best foot forward, and I think the biggest thing we notice when I walk into somewhere is, what does it smell like? What does it look like? Are the little corners full of dust and grime? Unfortunately, I hope y'all don't come to my house and do that, but at a business we do. Yeah. So talk to me about Coastal Cleaning and what you all offer.
Okay, so what we primarily offer is going to be head-to-toe commercial cleaning. So from the top to the bottom of your building, we're going to dust every windowsill. We're going to handle all the desks, all those dirty bathrooms that you don't want to touch. That's our cup of tea. Anything like spills on the floor, food, cafeterias, even such things like carpet resurfacing.
Okay.
We do steam cleaning, anything from restoration to maintenance. That's kind of our deal.
Okay, very good. And a deep, deep clean. And we're talking before the interview, and you were talking about how y'all can take it even further.
Right.
So how do y'all differ from a regular commercial or industrial cleaning company?
Right. So a lot of the time when you contract with a janitorial company, you have them come by a couple times a week. They're going to do your floors. They're going to wipe your desks. They're going to clean your toilets. But what they're not going to do is get that elbow grease in there. So what we have that makes us different from other companies is we have the additional equipment and staffing necessary to really get into those tough, big jobs that might feel overwhelming to another company. Something like maybe your building's 20 years old and you've never had your floors stripped and waxed, and you're looking at them and you go, what in the world is this? We'll take the whole top layer off and give you a new shiny clean one.
Okay, I wouldn't even know that that's a thing. I think it's just time to replace the floors altogether, right?
Right. So what we can do is help you extend the life of what you already have and keep your building in top shape without having to do major renovations.
Sure. And I've been in commercial buildings and jobs for years and seen like the same stain on the wall in the restroom for years, and you're like, so who's cleaning? And how could you don't want to touch anything? So it's like, if that's there, what else is still lingering, right? So this is really impactful. Is this something that you offer? Is it only available like on a contract service? Is this a one and done thing? How does it work?
So the way this works is typically we will handle it as often as you need. Our kind of motto, what we pride ourselves on, is going to be customizability, flexibility. We want to meet you with what you need. So if you need cleaning twice a week, if you need cleaning once a month, if you need cleaning every single day, we're here for you.
Good. And so this is just for commercial industrial properties, right? Not for homes, or do you work on homes sometimes?
So when we're happy to work on homes, but unfortunately we can't work in homes that are currently being lived in.
Occupied,
so anything such as like a rental turnover, if you're a realtor, if you're selling a home and you think, wow, this family's been here forever, and we just want to make it look brand spanking new. That's what we're here for.
Very good. Okay, so I'm interested. I think this is really important. Again, for business, you want to put your best foot forward and invest in yourself, invest in your presentation. So, one, how do we get in touch with you? Two, are you going to hook our viewers up with a little deal?
Oh, absolutely. So how do you get in touch with us? I would go to callcommercialcleaning.com, and then what you can do if you want to reach out to us is if you mention that you saw the Coastal Living segment in any of your communications with us, we're going to give you a free on-site walkthrough quote.
Very good. Okay, awesome. That way you kind of understand what you're looking at, you can budget for it and all the good things. Coastal Cleaning, give them a call, mention that you saw them here on Coastal Living, you'll get that free quote. Thank you so much. I had no idea we had services like this. Yeah, all right.
So Clarissa, your eyes look extra red today. Something doesn't look right.
Okay, I might be a little dramatic here, but I wanted to show you how I feel like my eyes look every single day. Dry, red, uncomfortable. Guys, today I'm here with Dr. McIntyre Garza, Avila, and Jurica, and Dr. Mai here is going to help me get to the bottom of my red and dry eyes. Apparently there are a few tests we can do for this, right?
Yes. So first, I'm using a microscope called a slit lamp to look at the front part of your eyes called the cornea, okay? So let's take a peek to see what we're working with. Ah, looks like you got LASIK. Is that correct?
I did. How can you tell?
So looking at the cornea, when they do LASIK, they create a flap. And what happens is when they create that flap, it could desensitize your corneal nerves. So you don't realize your eyes are dry, and you wake up with like red, gritty eyes. Do you ever feel that way, red in the morning? Yeah, definitely see that.
Very interesting. Okay. Now, this is one of the tests you can perform to help you kind of look into that, but what other tests can you perform to help us
So
find
we'll
answers?
briefly go over your case history. So a lot of us, especially as women, we go through hormonal changes. So let's say you have a little girl, right?
Yeah.
So that will make your eyes dry. And for women, we go through menopause. Other medications can cause you to get dry or any thyroid issues. So we'll do a thorough case history to see what is causing your dry eyes. Because there's so many things, because it's a multifactorial disease.
Absolutely, and as humans, we go through so many different things we don't even realize can adjust the entire composition of our body and how we function every day, right?
You're correct. Yeah, so your tears are made of three things: water, oil, and mucus. And anytime there's an imbalance in those three layers, you get that foreign body, gritty. Sometimes your eyes even water more because they're dry, which sounds, you know, contraindicated. Like, why is it my eyes dry if they're watering? So we'll figure out the cause of that for you today.
Very cool. Okay, so what are these tests? This one is called what?
This is a slit lamp, so we look at the surface of the front part of your eyes. And what we're going to do next is we're going to image your meibomian glands. Those are at the base of your lashes, where we apply our eyeliner.
Okay.
And those are like pores. And what happens is throughout the years they get clogged, you know,
makes sense.
if we don't wash our face well, or even certain foods, if we don't eat really good omega-3s, you could get dryness. You could get clogged. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So then another thing we'll do is called a tear film analysis. So that is a camera that looks at the surface of your tears, and it will tell you how fast your tears evaporate and where your dry spots are.
Tell me why I'm sad and how to feel better? No?
Yes. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Okay, what are the solutions that we're looking at once we have answers?
So one of the best ways to treat dry eyes is called IPL. It stands for intense pulse light. So what that does, it uses light energy to help target the oil glands. It's pretty much a facial for your eyes.
I love that. I love a good facial.
Yes.
That's why I'm not wearing eye makeup today, in case y'all are thinking, Clarissa looks a little extra funny, besides the eyeballs. So I'm very much looking forward to this treatment. I think a lot of people may suffer with those symptoms and have no idea that it's something that there's actually a resolution for.
Especially here in South Texas, you know, with the cold fronts coming, the winds, spring. Dry eyes is pretty much year-round here in South Texas. So let's come up with the actual treatment plan. So these are some products that we recommend for you, and we'll do this for all patients, come up with a personalized plan to help treat your dry eyes.
Okay.
Because we're all different. You know, skin type, our case history, medications we take. What works for one is not going to work for anybody. These are really good omega-3s you could take to help, because you want to produce better quality tears. You want that oil layer, okay? So we'll give you this too.
Thank you.
And then in this little kit that we made for you, we have more supplements you could take, but here, good eyelid wipes. Take off your makeup.
Oh, nice.
And then we have recommend preservative-free artificial tears too.
Love.
Just to help hydrate your eyes
Perfect.
too. Okay?
Keep in my makeup bag, have them handy.
Yes,
my
ma'am.
eyes are dry. Okay. So for anybody looking for more information, how do we get in touch with you guys?
So we're located on the second level of La Palmera Mall. Doctors McIntyre, Garza, Avila, and Jerica.
Beautiful. Stop by, tell them Coastal Living sent you, and if you do suffer from red and dry eyes, yes, there is a solution, and it's right here, so stop by. Hey everybody, the doctor is in the house, and today I'm here with Dr. Alexander at South Texas Brain and Spine. Now, we have been visiting with them for several months, and we've covered a series of topics, including a range of things and issues that could come up with your brain and your spine. But you know, it doesn't always require medical or surgical intervention, and we want to reassure you that there are things that you can do or attempt to do to prevent these things, or possibly try to heal yourself or give yourself some sort of relief. So where do we start with this one? I don't want to overstep on medical advice here.
Typically in our office, we usually treat patients very conservatively, so we usually keep surgery as our last option. So typically when we see a patient for neck pain, back pain, wherever the problems are, we usually like imaging to look at what the pathology is, what's causing the pain and symptoms. That helps us determine the best treatment path. Most of the patients, I would say 95% of patients, we send conservative treatment and get them better without surgery. So everyone has this fear, oh, I'm going to see a spinal surgeon or a neurosurgeon, and they want to have do surgery. No, typically we try our best. Will it be a problem down the road? Yeah, it depends. Your body will keep aging, so it depends on lifestyle, depends on lifting things with their knees, not their back. So the conservative treatment usually we do on non-steroidals. Typically, narcotics is frowned upon, especially with all the narcotic abuse and restrictions. So we usually do non-steroidals, and we usually try like neuropathic medications like gabapentin or Cymbalta that helps with nerve pain and not habit forming or addicting. Then we do some muscle relaxers, but those also can be, use them selectively. You don't want to be kind of used to it. Again, all medications your body gets used to, so you don't want to keep taking medications all the time if you can. Then the other treatment options are doing physical therapy. Sometimes we do chiropractic recommendations too, depending on the pathology and stuff like that. And then if they fail both of those, physical therapy, and then we send them to pain management. That's where they do injections. They inject steroids, which is an anti-inflammatory and also helps with pain, with a little bit of lidocaine or whatever the pain doctor wants to use, and help direct it towards the site of the pain. So what they do is under pain management, they put the needle exactly where the problem is. So they direct the anti-inflammatory, the steroid, the lidocaine to the area of pain that help resolve that pain.
Okay.
If you do like an injection in your buttocks, that is a generic medication, but it's not delivering to the source of your pain. And it also tells me that's the source of the pain. It blocks your pain, but you can only use it 3 to 4 times a year. You don't want to keep doing injections, or they can also cause other problems like osteoporosis, other injuries, infections, those kind of things. So you want to do it too often. So, but those are good treatment options in the beginning.
Definitely, and lots of resources out there. I know I'm constantly trying to keep in mind my core when I'm breathing, when I'm sitting, when I find my back hurting more, I try to focus on tightening my core and strengthening that, and that is something that takes a lot of effort, mindful effort. So these things take work, unfortunately. Like Doctor said, it's not going to be a pill or anything that fixes it, at least not permanently. So you do have to work on yourself, but I do love that y'all take that preventative approach or conservative approach before having to consider the surgery, which I think is great, especially for someone like myself. So if I was looking for someone that I needed a surgery, I would love to hear that from you before telling me that I need to go and get a big old scary surgery. But although none of them are scary here because they're doing everything they can to take fantastic care of you. So if you find yourself in need of any of these services, reach out to our friends here at South Texas Brain and Spine, and don't forget to mention Coastal Living sent you.
Coastal Living's Doctor in the House is paid for by South Texas Brain and Spine Center.
We're off to a great start, but we're going to take a quick break. And when we return, as you know, this is our last week as a 30-minute show, and we're honoring some of the best moments on our show. And how could we ignore the time that I got to hang out with the Chris Perez and share some spicy food and interview him all at the same time? So we've got that and more to come. Welcome back, everyone, and surprise! We have the one and only Chris Perez in the house. How are you today?
I'm good. Happy to be in Corpus. It's always a good time when I come back. So.
Well, happy to have you. Thank you for making the trip down. Now, one thing you and I have in common is that we like spicy.
Yes, we're about to find out, I guess, who can take the hotter stuff.
That's right. So we're going to put you in the hot seat while I interview you, and we're going to try some of these delicious hot sauces. So we made some yummy quesadillas with the good stuff, Oaxaca cheese. And I'm going to start with the first question. So let's take a dip. I believe we have these in order from least spicy to most spicy. So
now, I don't know what question she's going to ask, so I'm a little nervous about that.
It's going to be fine. You're fine. Okay, so first take a bite. Ooh, all right. That had more kick than it did this morning. Your greatest accomplishment?
Musically speaking, or life
Anything
in general?
In life.
My kids.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And how old are they?
One's going to turn 17 here in a few days, and one is 22.
Awesome. All right, this next one, get a good dip, is ghost pepper. Melinda's ghost pepper.
This one looks crazy.
I'm starting to feel this. Okay, your biggest fear?
Getting old.
That's good. Getting old?
Yeah, no.
Same. Because you're going to die, or because you're not going to be able to do the cool things that you can do younger?
Because I'm going to look back on all the things that I did, and, I'll be happy because I've done a lot of stuff, but as I get older, you kind of start slowing down a little bit, and then I'm not looking forward to that.
All right, next one is from Buc-ee's. This is Scorpion. I really like this one.
Okay.
I'll take a bite. I like that you're not shy with your scoops. Okay. Right? I told you. You can go buy that one, right?
Yes. No.
You've been working on something in the studio. Can you share a little secret? What's going on
Sure,
in
man.
there?
I've got a bunch of projects. I mean, you know, listen, when the pandemic hit us, and at first, because I'm a homebody, at first I was, man, I'm starting to sweat. At first I was like, yeah, I like this. But then after some time, I started, I realized like, I need to start if we ever get back to normal, there's a lot of things I want to do that I haven't done that I always took for granted. I had the time, and time became this big thing with me. And so when things opened up, I just went full force.
Okay.
All right, what do we got here?
This one is the Tabasco Scorpion, which has been my jam. I put this on everything lately.
My teeth are burning.
I'm sweating too a little bit. Let's do this. Let's see.
I've had this one. This one's
Good,
hot.
right?
It's really hot.
All right, 3 things you can't live without.
My guitar, my leave-in hair conditioner, and I don't know, my studio.
All right. Music, and obviously like your kids and your family and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
we
for
love
sure.
them.
They're with me and all that.
I love that. Out of all of these, which one was your favorite hot sauce?
That one.
Right?
Yes.
I told you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud. Now, I didn't get a chance to bring yours because it sold out at HEB, but next time we'll bring yours in and incorporate it into the game.
Yeah.
All right, you're such a good sport. We're going to get some water and cool off a little bit. Today we are back with our friends at Due West Foundation Repair. We've got Matt in the house, and we have covered some really important topics. As we know, the foundation is the foundation of our home. It's holding the whole structure together, and a lot can go wrong if you don't get quality work and service and maintenance done to that foundation. So we've explored a lot of different topics with you guys, and we know that y'all really care about quality of your work and what you deliver. So when it comes to tunneling and repairs and things that involve getting underneath that foundation, there's a whole lot more than just dirt under there that we may not consider as homeowners. So what are some links that you all go to make sure that you ensure quality work?
You know, like whenever we are tunneling underneath homes versus going through the floor, we can do a lot of things with that. We can also tunnel by your plumbing pipes.
Okay.
That way we can unburden those pipes. That way during the leveling process, when we bring the house back up, it may limit the amount of pipes that may have issues.
That's right, because they're kind of stuck in there with the dirt, just like everything
Yeah,
else.
as the house goes down, that dirt kind of likes to fall on top of the pipes, and it prevents it from coming up with the house.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, and you mentioned in the past that this tunneling strategy can be really effective and less of a burden for the homeowner. You don't have to get out of the house. You don't have a big old hole in the middle of your house.
Exactly.
What are some other benefits?
You know, going through the floor, it is a good repair, but it is a horribly dirty repair. I mean, you can imagine somebody jackhammering through your concrete, that dust going everywhere, 20 guys running dirt in and out of the house. It becomes a construction zone.
And sometimes it's necessary, right? We can't completely avoid it.
Yes. You know, tunneling is expensive. It is better overall for the integrity of the slab. But one great thing about Due West is we provide a lifetime warranty on that tunneling. So if something does happen in the future, you're not paying that cost again. Let's just say, you know, a company comes out and then 6 months later they have to come back, they're most likely going to charge you that tunneling cost again. So why pay for it twice?
Exactly. And another thing you mentioned in the past is that when y'all do go through with the tunneling, I'm assuming a lot of times with the water pipes, but sometimes you explore other issues that maybe we're getting ahead of, that we can diagnose before a big situation happens related to your water pipes and things like that. So you can see, you know, cracking in the pipes and stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so really, really important. If you find yourself in need of these services, what are some of the most common ones that you do, and what types of foundations do you work on? Any and all?
So we work on pretty much all foundation except for stilt homes. We don't work on those. You have your pier and beam, your block and base, your traditional concrete slabs.
Now, you mentioned that you guarantee your work. I know we've been in this kind of drought situation lately that's very restricting. We've been looking it up, and it appears that you may still be able to do that drip watering around your foundation, but be sure to do your research to confirm that. Of course, we're very, very limited, and the last thing you want is a fine, but it is really important for us to continue to keep that moist, especially with our soil, right?
Most municipalities are water exempt, but again, you want to check with your local municipality just to make sure.
Fantastic. And if we need you guys, how do we get in touch with you all?
You can always call our 1-800 number.
for.
Fantastic. All right, well, great to have you back in studio. If you're in need of quality work, we've had several discussions with Matt and the team, and they really take a lot of pride in the service they deliver. And when it comes to your foundation, over many other things, that is so important. So let them know that Coastal Living sent you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Show. Thank you all for being here with us and celebrating our last week as a 30-minute show, Coastal Living. It's been a wild ride, and we're so grateful for this opportunity, but we'll do the sob story later. For now, just keep coming back for more. Tomorrow, we've got Robert Heil in the house of Heil Law Firm, just sharing some of the great things that he does in the community and introducing some fantastic people to you as well. Until then, let's keep the conversation going at Coastal Living TV on Facebook and Instagram. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.